Crypto God here, and today, talking with some amazing princes. That's right, the princes of crypto, Dmoon. And you know what, when I say that, I mean it full-heartedly, because these two have like some nobility about them. And when they walked through my door, I was like, man, that's a fancy coat. I mean, they didn't really walk through my door, but god damn it, I'm excited.
We're excited as well, man.
It's good to talk to you gentlemen. Now, you are the Parisian prince, good sir, correct? So they can identify your voice, right?
Yes, I am the Parisian prince myself, yes.
All right, and then we have the Paramean prince. Yeah.
From Panama City, the Panamanian prince, my friend.
Oh, there we go. Now, explain these names for me, please, because I am an ignorant wad, and I need to understand what the is going on, please.
You want to go on, Panamanian?
Yeah, I'll start. So basically, I come from Panama and Panama City, so that's where it comes from. And right now, we consider ourselves, kind of princes of crypto, and we're talking with the god of crypto.
Yes, sir.
And me, I'm always traveling all the time, right? And as of the moment, I'm in Paris. So as my friend is called Panamanian Prince, I call myself the Parisian Prince as well.
There we go.
That's our nickname so far.
You know, I got to apologize for my ancestors because we ransacked your lovely city once upon a time and did a great job. You know, those Vikings, they get up in there and they take the The ransacking of Paris, by the way, is one of like the most famous like events in like Nordic history, by the way. Don't know if you know about it.
Which one?
The ransacking of Paris happened.
Nah.
Yeah.
It was this really big thing. And I promise what I'm going to say is going to tie in, right? Like Ragnar Lothbrok, man, if you ever watch Vikings in the show.
Yeah, man, I'm a big fan of Vikings.
Oh, I love Vikings so much, man.
Ragnar.
I'm a living Viking, man. I got this big beard, massive mustache, you know, and like that cleverness of playing dead for a second and hopping up and surprising the mother that he did when they ransacked Paris. I was like, you know, I want to be at least half that cunning. And that's when I thought really lowly of myself. Now I want to be twice as cunning. You know what I mean? Because when I see something out there, I think to myself, how can I attack it? How can I dominate what I'm doing and do it better than everybody else? Because
you want to be the best.
I want to be the best.
Exactly. That's good, man.
I want to be the god of whatever I touch. You get what I'm saying?
And that's exactly what I want to have. We want to be the gods of crypto as well.
Well, you got some competition, good sir, but we're getting there, right?
We're getting there. We're working on it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's hard work, right?
Well, I can tell you that this entire month, we didn't stop working a second so far.
Right.
So I think that's enough saying to prove that we've been working a lot on this project so far.
Yeah, that's the big thing. That's called full engagement. You know, keywords for success. Full engagement is one of the top 3 words across all successful people. You got to be full hands on deck. You know what you find when you're fully engaged? More often than not, you find joy.
Yeah, exactly. That also brings us a lot of joy, to be honest with you. You know, as long as everyone's happy, we're happy, man.
Before this, we were just talking about marketing and we were laughing our asses off and having a good time talking business, right? We're talking business because I wheel and deal every time I open up my mouth. Like, these guys are like, are we doing an interview or are we in a pitch? I'm like, why not both, mother?
Yeah, we were a little bit like, what's going on? But now we started getting you, man. We're on the same page, kind of.
Yeah. Well, success is a mindset, right? You miss 100% of shots you don't take. So when you sleep on your opportunity is going to sleep on you. So you got to put your foot in every door that's presented to you. That's this whole thing about crypto, right? You see a fresh startup, you're at the pre-sale, and you sleep on that pre-sale, and then it goes 1,000x, and who's the idiot?
The ones who didn't buy in the beginning.
Yeah, even if you would have bought for $20, how much would you have, right?
Right now with us, we can tell you that we started with 40K market cap, 40,000, and we are right now as we speak, we are about 4.5 million. We're still in the beginning, but it's going pretty.
Yeah, let's go. I mean, let's go, motherfuckers. That I hear numbers like that and I get a rock hard on. You know what I mean? I'm just, oh, let's go.
Just the start of something big, man.
It is the start of something big, and not just in my pants for sake. You know, like, woo! I'm telling you right now, if you were on the ground floor of Dmoon, you would have been.
Diamond.
You would have. I want a diamond suit and some diamond slippers. I don't care if it's uncomfortable. You'd be like the mother Minecraft that mined some diamonds and made some artwork. You know what I mean? Like, woo! I mean, 1.4 million market cap right now.
What do you say? No, we say 4.5 million.
4.5 million market cap. Woo-hoo-hoo. That I love being corrected with higher numbers.
Well, it's always better, yeah.
I love being corrected with higher numbers. And you started where?
40,000.
40,000. So you're telling me how many times is that? How much X is that?
100, more or less.
100X.
In about 12, 13 days, thanks to our holders, man. We already got, once again, still in the beginning, but we are above 1,000 holders already.
Oh, shit. So 13 days in, 100X. Oh, do you hear the sound of thunder? Do you hear the sound of money coming down the trail? Because I can hear it. I mean, goddamn, bro.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's pretty cool. Everything is to our community and our beautiful community that is growing day by day. It's fantastic to see, and it's fantastic to see the engagement, man. The engagement there is, the people, how they interact with each other, how they help each other. It's starting from nothing. And I can tell you, we come, both of us, from the e-commerce world. And this, in the crypto world, you get people engaging, thousands of people behind the project, rooting it. It's beautiful to see. And there is very little limit as to what can be achieved, just with the force and the power of people getting together.
And that's what I say every time I hear about this community thing, that community is the currency of the world.
Man, it is. The community drives the project. Like, the projects, they don't go far if there's anyone backing them up, right? And as a matter of fact, we have quite a lot of people already. So as I told you, 1,000 plus people that we don't know from anywhere that believes in our project. They believe in our project. So that's actually fantastic. We come from the e-commerce world, as the Panamanian prince told you. So we sell stuff online. We have business online, you know, and nothing like this ever happened to us. It's such an organic growth, you know, and people helping them each other, answering to their questions. You know, we love this.
Right. And I love it. I love just being around it. I love rubbing shoulders with you, motherfuckers, because maybe it's going to rub off on me. You know what I mean? Maybe it's going to rub off on me a little bit. Maybe being in these calls with these people in these interviews is going to rub off on me. Maybe just a little bit being inside these communities will rub off on these people, right? Maybe they'll start understanding and breathing this success thing, because successful people all have the same language. We all have the same language. Am I right?
I hope so. I hope we all have the same language. As long as we all believe in the project, we believe in the goal, in the actual, like, the final goal, we're all together in this, man. All the same trip.
And this is what I've learned. When I speak about the same language, I'm not talking about English. I'm talking about success. Anytime you listen to a motivational video or an entrepreneur, they're talking the same words, right? But these people that aren't successful, that don't get it, they don't understand the language. Because if they understood the language, they'd be doing it already. They'd be doing it on their own. They would be where we're at. They would be where we're at, talking to the same people we're talking to, doing the same things that we're doing, working as hard as we are working. We'd be fully engaged in what we're doing, and we wouldn't burn out because it feeds us.
Indeed, man.
I do 16, 18-hour days, and I feel alive working 16, 18-hour days.
You need to do it, man. If you want to achieve something, if you want to achieve greatness, you need to work. No.
Gotta work. Na. Yeah, absolutely.
By the way,
Absolutely.
I don't know. You need to know something. A little secret here about the kind Parisian prince is that he's actually a singer.
Oh, is he?
Yes, I am indeed.
Okay, right now, you and me, Crypto God versus the Parisian Prince. Let's have a sing off right now.
You go first.
Right? No, you don't want to go before me, boss. You don't
No,
want to go
you
before
go
me.
first. You go first.
Oh, okay, fine. Here we go. My mother told me someday I would buy a galley with good oars, sail to distant shores. My mother told me someday I would buy a galley with good oars, sail to distant shores. Okay.
That was good. That was good. But I have something for you. You ready for this?
Hit me.
Shine bright to a beautiful sea. I choose to be happy. You and I, we're like demons in the sky. You're a shooting star, I see a vision of ecstasy. When you hold me, I'm alive. We're like demons in the sky. So shine bright, you and I. Beautiful like demons in the sky. Shine bright like a demon. Shine bright like a demon. Yeah. We're like demons in the sky.
All right. Sound.
All right, let's go, mother. This is what I love right here, man. We get onto this podcast, we talk to each other, we talk about money, and the magic fucking happens, man. I'm telling you, I'm full of mass right now. That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Didn't warm up, man. Didn't warm up. I'm so sorry.
I didn't warm up either, but man, I was. Can I get your number?
Oh, do you have the same?
Every single person on the planet, whether they're gay or straight, are like, I want to f him. Oh no, I want him to f me. Oh my god. you get what I'm saying, man? That was beautiful. That was beautiful. You got that recorded?
Thank you. I hope it was.
You got that recorded?
Well, me?
Yeah.
No, I didn't get that recorded. It just came out. I was thinking about demons, and I've been thinking for the last, actually, I was thinking about putting in the roadmap that the team members would actually create a theme song for the project. So I thought about the Rihanna song, and was like, what about demons in the sky? Shine bright like a demon. That's our brand. That's our logo. That's our mojo.
Yeah.
So,
like, make a parody of it. Throw that on TikTok. Oh my gosh, you got yourself a plan, good sir. And you know what? You got to send me that one that's done, because I want to listen to it.
I will try to.
We need to repeat, mother. I want to listen to it on that repeat, because I want to make sweet, sweet love and money to that. But in all seriousness, though, man, it's these type of creative strategies, right? It's all these things right here. Like, how many cryptocurrencies are out there right now? Thousands upon thousands?
Ooh, I could tell you. I just don't know by heart. Like, what, 9,000 now?
9,000?
At least they're listed. They're listed? Yeah, maybe 9. Yeah.
That's why
10,000. That's
they're why
listed.
Out of 10,000, Dmoon is in my top 10 new cryptocurrencies you need to know about, right there.
If you are here, it's because it's worth it, man.
Yeah, that right there, those things, that's number 7. This is number 7. Now, the reason why they're on the list, and how it applies to you viewers at home is up to you. Because, not financial advisor by any means, right? But here's the beautiful thing about it. You can make more informed decisions as you get to know these guys. Like, these guys right here, I've had a lot of fun with them. You've probably had a lot of fun with them, man. Time has flied. 15 minutes in, we singing songs, doing kumbaya, just getting to know about what we're doing 100x. Oh, whew.
Just the beginning.
I've just begun to fight. That's a quote. I've yet to begin to fight. And you guys have yet to begin to fight. You guys are in this and you'd be foolish at this trajectory, people, to sleep on them. It'd be foolish. I hear it. I don't ape in by any means because I like conservative stuff. But if I were an aper, man, I'd lose my shit. I'd go ape over this shit. You know what I mean? Like 110%, man. Because you hear things like 100x, and then you see this talent and these personable people that are passionate about what they're doing, and they're all hands on deck. Like, woo, that's enough to make a believer out of me.
You should also know that we see, at least from the team perspective, is all this innovation going on in crypto. And one thing is this new DeFi tokens. We're not the only one, of course. There's thousands like ours, but with this new tokenomics and this taxing tokenomics, and more importantly, this redistributive tokenomics, where by every transaction it's taxed and then is redistributed, such as a dividend is in a company that makes money and is redistributed to the shareholders. Basically, every transaction that happens in the blockchain, by Dmoon's transaction, buy or sell, a 4% goes back redistributed to all the holders. So you're basically making money just by holding it, and that's really financial innovation at its best in the crypto world. These are I consider them new financial products, right? And something that is completely just, it's recent. We never even heard of it for the last, I would say, since crypto is really booming now, this type of projects, this DeFi projects. So
and that's something that's really cool. I've seen a lot of different strategies, and we're going to go over yours. So I've seen strategies where some of the interest is as high as 13%, and then some guys, they call it their harpoon, right? The anti-whaling agent, where you can only trade off up to 30% of your liquidity. And then there's that 13% tax, and then they burn a percentage, they redistribute a percentage, and then a percentage that goes into lock into holding. I've seen stuff like that. So what is it that you guys are doing? What's your interest rate, and what are you doing?
To explain that here. So as the Panamanian priest was saying, what we do for now is we have a 10% tax on each transaction. Doesn't matter if you buy or if you sell the token, there's always a 10% transaction. Now, this is divided in 3 categories. So number 1 is a 5% transaction fee. Those 5% go directly to liquidity. So it will help building liquidity that will be locked forever. Okay. So this will help to build the liquidity throughout the time. Then there's also 4% transaction that, as my partner here was saying, this will get redistributed to the entire community. So say you go ahead and you buy or sell $1,000 worth of Dmoon, right? So $40 will get redistributed as a matter of now, 1,260 people. So those $40 will be redistributed to everyone. So it doesn't matter if you sell or if you buy, as long as you hold the token, you'll be getting more and more Dmoon all the time. And then you also have a 1% transaction fee that goes to our community treasury fund. What is this community treasury fund? So this community treasury fund will be used for us, for the team and the entire project. As a matter of fact, it's not to the entire, as to the entire community, because the community, those people, the audience is going to choose what we'll be doing with that money. So, for example, as a matter of fact, right now we have 3 charities, well, Greenpeace, Sea Shepherd, and Oceanic Global. So people will be able to say, okay, now we have, say, $10,000 worth of Dmoon. How much do you guys want to allocate from this community treasury fund to each one of these charities? And they will say, okay, we want 30% to Greenpeace, 30% to Sea Shepherd, for example, and then 40% to Oceanic Global. Then next month it might be a little bit different, or they even might come out and say, okay, we want something new, and we'll be able to use this community treasury fund to distribute or at least to donate money to these charities or to these foundations that actually need money and kind of we want to help the world, right? And at the same time, just to finish, this community treasury fund is also going to be used to achieve our vision. I don't know if you read a little bit about our tokenomics, but the idea here is to visually conquer the earth, right? So let me try to explain this without taking too long, but every single project out there, right? A currency is only a belief system, as we say here, me and my partner. a currency only exists if you believe in it, right? So if you believe in Dogecoin, if you believe in SafeMoon, whatever, it actually only works if people believe in it. If they don't believe in it, it can be the best token out there, it's not going to be used, right? So the idea here, our idea was, let's start by hyping the coin, getting our brand. So let me read a little bit here about our vision. Imagine having the Eiffel Tower with our logo, Chris the Redeemer wearing a shirt with our project on it, Times Square with our sponsor billboard, Burj Khalifa lighting up with our color. So what is the idea? People buy into our token. Part of the transaction go to the community treasury fund. We'll use that money to conquer new places on Earth. So for example, imagine we'll use that money to get advertised on a billboard in Times Square. More people will come and they will see, they will get noticed. We will get noticed. Thousands of people, and they will come into the project. And after that, more people will join, more money will come in, and then we'll be able to conquer the next place. Imagine Burj Khalifa lighting up with our, right? Then more people will get to notice our project, more money coming in, and so on and so on and so on. It's mainly a snowball marketing plan that we have here, planned, as a matter of fact.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful. And I know we were talking a little bit beforehand about just how the importance of marketing and reach, and the fact you guys got a plan. That's beautiful, because all you got to do to succeed is have a plan and do what you say you're going to do. Like, if a person did everything that they chose to do, everything they want to do, if they follow through on every decision they ever made, they'd be unstoppable. Because that's where I get my momentum. I do every single thing I ever say I'm going to do. I follow through, no matter how much it hurts, no matter how much it costs me. I follow through on every little thing, because that's my word, right? That's what I do. And the fact that you guys have this plan means, it seems to me, that you plan to follow through.
Oh, that's 100%, man. There's no way we're coming back. We're coming back. Not anymore. It might have been started as an experience, as a test, but right now it's way too important. We have too many people following us, too many people believing in us for us to go back. So that's not happening. That's just not even there's not a chance that we're coming back.
Past the point of no return.
100%.
Past the point of no return. And you feel the same thing with me. I got a company. We're doing very, very well. We've discussed how good we're doing. But you feel those people's hopes and dreams on your shoulders. You feel that. And there's only two type of people when they feel that weight. They break down or they push harder.
Push harder, man. Push harder.
You got to push harder. Because here's the thing. When you are faced with success, you have one of two choices. You could suffer from imposter syndrome and break down like, I don't deserve this. Or you can be like, I'm a bad motherfucker. I got this. And you follow through. Those are your two options when you're faced with the stress of success. Because, and you guys can verify this, success is stressful.
Yeah, you can tell that for sure.
Success is stressful. When you have people's hopes and dreams riding on you, and people get your livelihood, when their livelihood is dependent on you, that's stressful.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Here's the thing. When you decide I can handle this stress and I got this, no matter what's tossed at me, I find a solution and solve it. Because if we don't do that, we don't deserve it.
Yeah, man. I want to clear something, and there is some questions we get, and mainly from outsiders of the crypto world. So I don't know if you ever got those type of questions, but a lot of the tokens, of course, are people think they're pyramid schemes.
Right.
Yeah. Let me just clear that a little bit. But with these new projects that I was speaking before, with this tokenomics, basically 5% is going to liquidity, right? So what you have to understand is that the pie is growing all the time for everyone. Mm-hmm. And as long as people are not, there is no one person that is selling at the same time or everybody selling at the same time. This is these DeFi tokens are very sustainable investments. And again, this is not financial advice, absolutely, like you said before. But these can be really new financial products, such as options were back in the day and still are today. It's really interesting what's happening in the crypto world, and we're really happy to have this community-driven token, and we're really positively shocked about how the community interacted and the perception we get with this with our roadmap, which is just all about having fun while we're making money, man.
And you know what? Joy, right? This whole thing of joy. The second key word that is related to successful people. You know, you got full engagement and joy. And I bring this up a lot on my podcast because it's what I live by. You know, I had a person tell me the other day, and I said, "You're approaching my red line. You're about to not be in my life anymore." And they're like, they start backpedaling. They're like, "What do you mean?" And I'm like, "Well, you told me I focus too much on money and numbers. How do I pay everyone's bills if I don't focus on that? Why do I work if I'm not focused on money? I'm working too hard to not be successful." And the whole pyramid scheme thing, that's what I love bringing people in and educating them here, because we're going to have a lot of people, they're searching for answers to the crypto boogeyman. They want to know what all of this is. And that's why when I started this project, I was fresh into crypto. I'm fresh. I'm brand new. But here's the thing. I learn more every day. Every day I'm learning more. And that's the beautiful thing about it, is we bring you developers in, right? You two gentlemen who are passionate about your projects, that are absolutely engaged in what you're doing. And these people get to sit in my seat talking to you, right? They're in my seat talking to you, learning about why this is exciting. Because the excitement that I have, they're feeling that right now. I am a projection of what people feel when they hear about your success.
Yeah, because
I love your vibe, man.
See what?
I love your vibe.
Thank you.
And your energy and your drive.
And
Just so positive.
And I do it sober. I'm 100% sober.
100% so.
I raw dog reality like a f***ing champ.
Fantastic.
But
you wanted to say something, Regent Prince?
Yes.
So, what I wanted to say, you mean?
Yeah, what you got to say? You have something to say. Let me hear it.
It just flew from my mind. I totally forgot what I was
It's all
going to say.
good, man. It's all
so
good.
Much joy. It's so much. Oh, I know. I just remember what you're saying.
All right.
So you're talking about joy and talking about money and talk about, people with success. Of course, they want to make money. It's just, I feel that sometimes, there's different views of what success means or of what happiness means. Each one of us has their own goals, their own ideas. For us, it's very, and we know that we are entering where a lot of people might make money. Some other people might lose money, but one thing you always need to remember: you don't invest in projects, just to make money. I believe you invest in projects that you believe, and if you believe, talk about Amazon. Amazon, like for years and years, it was just stable. Then it started growing, and if you had invested, say, 1,000, like a lot of projects, Netflix, Amazon, Google, all of it, Alibaba. If you had invested in all of that a long time ago, a millionaire, a trillionaire? I don't know, not a trillionaire. But you could have a lot of money. So as long as you believe in the product, as long as you're happy about investing into this, and you know that this is your choice, that's what's important. And then some people might not even want to make money. Some people just might be happy, playing with the $20 here, $20. We don't care. As long as people believe in us, if they have $1, okay, put $1 into us, and we're going to make sure that we're going to work as hard as possible for that dollar to go, just to grow. That's the idea.
Yeah, and that's the thing. There's some people that, this is how they make a living. They trade, they invest. At a certain point, they pull out, they liquidate, and they cycle back to Bitcoin, and then they pull the Bitcoin out and then re-go and cycle out, because they go in like 4-year cycles and stuff like that. But like, that's advanced stuff that a lot of people don't know about. That's like, because people don't know what they're doing. That's why like there's so many searches for it, because they don't understand it. And that's why I'm like, let's get people some understanding. You know what I mean? And starting off where you believe, what you believe in, what you're passionate about.
I've been in crypto for quite some time, and I've never liked trading because I'm this type of guy that he always feels like I enter and exit at the wrong time. Yeah. Like, as you were saying, okay, it's about to dip, I'm going, and then I'm going to wait to dip a little bit more. I'm going to buy it, and then it's going to explode. Guess what? It doesn't dip anymore. It just grows. And then I buy in, and then it comes down. So I'm not very good at that. So since the beginning, I believe in projects. I don't care. I just put money into them. If they grow, they grow. If they don't grow, well, either I take my money off or I just wait. And right now, as of the moment, the projects that I really like, I keep investing into them, and just let marinate a little bit, take their time. I believe they might be some of the projects that might be the next Amazons, the next Googles. There's a lot to go on in this crypto space still. As a matter of fact, it took us what? Let's be honest. It took us like 10 years to get to 1 trillion market cap. And then it took 1 year and a half, 2 years to get 2 trillion. No, sorry, trillion exactly. To 2 trillion market cap in the 1/5 of the time. So this expansion is coming, adoption is coming. So more and more projects. Of course, you need to be careful with all these scams out there. And that's why you need to to believe in the project, make sure that the team behind the project, you guys know who we are. But I believe that you will see our commitment. Believe even without knowing our names, our faces, until the 100 million market cap, you will know that we're in for the future. We are into project. But you need to make sure you invest in projects that have a future. That's what I think.
And this is what I like about you, by the way. Like, you learn a lot about a person when they tell a person, be careful. Be careful. Don't just. You're not telling people, hey, all aboard the choo-choo train. We're going to take you to the moon. Better get in while the getting in's good. You're like, get in for $1. Like
every cent counts.
Every cent counts. And
we know that.
Yeah. Continue. Please continue. I love you.
Sorry, I was just thinking. We know that some people might have $1,000. We have the whales at $10,000. We have some people that have $1. Who cares? That dollar means that someone is believing that they can actually support the business or the project, and maybe with that dollar they will make the difference. Maybe they make what we don't know where people live, what type of situation they are at. So if $1 for them is a good investment, who cares, man? Is another holder, another person who believes in a project. We are not in just for the money. We are in for the mission as well. That's the most important part for me.
It sounds like to me you care for the dollar holder as much as you care for the 10K holder.
We've seen it. As a matter of fact, sorry to interrupt, Panamian. As a matter of fact, I was seeing today. As a matter of fact, sometimes it's even better to have thousands and thousands of small people investing than whales, because sometimes you know how whales work, right? They invest their money, they manipulate the market, and out of nowhere they pull out, and they pull all the hope, the faith that people have in the project. When they see like 20K coming out of a project out of nowhere, they go like, what's going on? For them, they might not even know a lot about the market, but now for them, they go like, oh my God, no one is believing in this. 20K came out. I'm going to put myself out as well. I'm going to save myself while I can, right? And this is because one whale make a massive profit, while those people, maybe they will be in the project for a long time, and now they will not be it anymore. See a lot of money coming out in. So this is something that we need to be very careful about. And for us, of course, we like any type of person, $1, $10, 1,000, a million, we don't care. As long as people are in, we cannot control the day traders, right? We cannot control the whales. We know that. But we always prefer someone who actually believes in projects. That's what I think.
Right. And, it's this kind of passion why I said number 7 in my top 10 of these new cryptocurrencies you guys need to know about. Because here's the thing. If you came in at $1 before the 100X came, you're at
exactly
at 100,
yeah,
or
that kind of
you would
growth.
be more, because you get trading, you get dividends of all the trading that happens.
So they get in for $1, and they could very well have much more than that by the end of the day.
Yeah, by now they would have more. Yeah,
because you can't control the day traders, but you could profit the little guy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because every time there's a transaction, remember they are just by holding, they're getting money, man. So every time the days go by, if they hold, doesn't matter if for them, the more whales sell or buy, whatever, the more money they get. Because remember, one Dmoon is always worth one Dmoon. You only lose if you sell. If you do not sell, and I say Dmoon, I could be saying any other project, right? Mm-hmm. I could say Bitcoin right now. If you wait for Bitcoin, I believe myself that in the future Bitcoin will surpass. It will keep growing. Is the mother of all, and it will keep growing. So if you sell right now and then you come crying when it's 100K, you just sold it because you or maybe, okay, some people sometimes need it, right? But if you believe that it's going up, you only lose money if you sell. If you do not sell and if you really believe in it, just don't sell it then. If you don't know how to day trade, don't day trade, because the percentage of people that actually make money day trading is very, very small. And we are not in for a long time to go in and try to day trade. Honestly, I would say, I don't know how percentage, but like 95 just lose money. That's the way it is. They might make quick few thousands and then they lose. They just actually lose. That's how it goes.
Yeah. And I like to, holding is like child neglect, you just leave it alone. Holding is like child neglect. You just got to not watch it. You got to let it go. Let it do its thing.
It's difficult though. You need to be honest,
It is difficult. I knew this guy, he had SafeMoon when it was very, very early on. And the amount that it would have grown to when he pulled out would have been 200 million. And he pulled out early. And he lost the capacity to have 200 million. And after that happened, he's like, I am never selling ever again. If it zeroes out, it zeroes out. I am never doing this ever again.
This what I've been doing since I entered into crypto is I put the money as is known out there. You put the money you can afford to lose, right? So if you have $100, you can afford to lose. Choose your project. Of course, you can try different baskets. So you can make a big portfolio, just to minimize the odds of losing. But actually, I would say hold it. That's my thing. Hold onto your projects and just believe in them. That's the belief system. If no one believes in SafeMoon, zero. There's always value behind a project. I don't care what people say. There's just always value behind a project. SafeMoon could be, or other projects could be the worst. If people believe that SafeMoon, or even Dodge, let's say about Dodge, Dodge is a meme coin, right? Mm-hmm. If people believe that Dodge is going to be the next currency, well, then it's going to be the next currency, period. You know what I mean? It's just how it is. Because if the entire world says now we want to use a Dogecoin, well, then Dogecoin will be the currency. That's how we go. That's how it's going to be.
Right. That's how we got paper money.
Absolutely.
That's how we went from shiny rocks to paper money.
So I'd like to jump in and talk a little bit about the different kind of crypto projects that are out there. And I think there is three main kinds, so to say. There is the kind of investment financial product, speculative financial product, or even financial product like we have with this taxing tokenomics. Then you have the Bitcoin, the Ethereum, all these ones that are considered the equivalent of raw materials like gold or silver, precious metals, who are the heart of where everything transacts, so to say. And then you have meme coins or even just other coins that are looking to become currencies and mediums of exchange. And then you have real projects that have utility as well in terms of actually commercial purposes. So I think there is many different people identify the crypto world with a full speculative bubble, right? And the more you get into it, the more you realize that there is a lot of different things happening, and we're at very early stages. We can say we're in the early 90s of the internet, right? And I think there is still a lot to be seen from all these different projects that are going to come in many different ways. There is a lot of innovation, and the mass adoption has started. And I think this is it can, of course, everything crash, but the technology is here to stay, and that's something that is very important to understand. It's not financial advice, again, of course.
Well, I don't know if we have to say it every single time. Now, if you think
good,
about
man. It sounds good all the time.
If you think that cryptocurrency, right, in 2009, Bitcoin was created. So in 12 years.
Yeah.
So, it's 12 years into this thing. And that's still relatively early for a concept because it took the internet a long time to get to where it's at right now. Yes, it moved by leaps and bounds. And yes, crypto is moving by leaps and bounds, but this is the infancy. It's still the it's I would say toddler stage of crypto. We're starting to get to toddler. We're getting to juvenile. It's not reached its full maturity yet. It's not close to adulthood yet. That's the big thing, because if it was into adulthood, everyone would be on board. So we're still on the ground floor of crypto. Crypto's still actually really on the ground floor of. It's still this thing that a lot of people don't understand. More people every day are understanding it, right? But it's still this new thing that a lot of people don't fully get. Because my brother, what he said is, how do you turn crypto into dinero? And we've been having the same type of thing of just this, like, we're getting paid in Binance now, and we're like, okay, so we got to turn this into money so I can pay my staff. Okay, what do we do? And there's always those obstacles to any new system, and it's getting better every day. It's getting
with
better
time.
every
Time
day.
will get there.
Yeah, and there's new platforms being coming out and developed, and it's a beautiful thing.
It is.
Absolutely, man. There is a lot of innovation in every single sphere of crypto, and it's just fantastic to see. And I think, to go back to your mention of the toddler age, and I think it's really accurate. And you see Amazon and Google and all these giants of the internet, even Facebook, they really started becoming what they are in these last 10, 15 years. That's you looked at Amazon in the early 2000s. You wouldn't have thought. And I think there's a lot of projects today in the crypto world that are the new Amazons for sure. I mean, there is a shared drive, so shared Google Drive, the equivalent that is stored in different servers, and then you to host the data, you reward it in the crypto. So there's fantastic concepts out there that I think are just so good, fantastic.
I mean, Amazon started in 1994, and Facebook started back in 2004, right?
Yeah, I was still a baby back then.
Yeah, and then crypto 2009, right? So we look kind of like this roadmap of what's happening, and what's very different about the crypto environment, right? It's centralized around communities, and that's the big difference. It's a new world. It's not a company. There's multiple companies in it, but it's a new world. It's a new community. It's a new socio-economic structure. And whenever you have that, there's going to be bumps along the way. And as people start figuring out and people start coming together, I would love for there to be a little bit more unity, right? Because there's a lot of douchebags in the crypto sphere.
Absolutely agree. And I think you're completely right to say that in companies you have shareholders, and in the crypto world you have holders, and the holders are really the community and people who are investing, and it allows really to innovate. People like us with our project, how you get 1,000 people to invest in it and raise capital just like that. It's very beautiful to see. And
this is the thought that I had, right? Because I do thinking all the time. I work while I work, right? How does the shareholder with $1 improve it without putting more money in? How does that happen? And I figured it out, guys. I figured out our problem. Are you ready?
Go on.
That's your secret.
So when we get done with this and we do everything we do together, all your shareholders have to do to get people to believe in you is like, hey, check out what they're doing. Check how they're talking. Look how personable they are. Look how much they care about us. And then they just share it to people, and they can get people on board because they put it into people's hands. They put the information into people's hands. The community can build the coin by just promoting it themselves.
That's the power of word, right? Crypto projects nowadays, they grow because actually this is very important to say. I believe it's all focused in the community, and projects that are actually they don't care about the community. I do not like that. I do not like to see that, right? So I think it's always good. The crypto space is very good. Some projects, of course, the good ones always hear what the community has to say. So even if it's a little detail of like the website, we don't like the website like this. Okay, if they don't like, it's because the entire like the average people will not like it. The ones who are interested in our project will not like it neither. So if they say something, you hear it and you make it work. You make it better for them to understand what they need, what they want. And if we follow that, well, then, as you said, they will say, hey, these guys are doing a great job because, I put $1 here, let's say $10, who cares? I put $10 in, and they are, with this $10, they are just working on the website, or they're working in the mission or in the vision, the way we see, the community see, and then you bound the two visions, the team and the community, and you actually build the project, and that's how things come up to life.
And this is what I would like. This is my vision for this channel. That's why I call this the reason why it's called Crypto God. This is the first time I've really talked about the vision for this channel. This is the first interview I've done this. Is I want to give developers the tools to succeed by putting that information into their people's hands, by creating, because the power of a god is to create or destroy. If a person does bad in the interview, right? If they're shifty in the interview, their holders are going to see that.
Yeah.
And that right there, I don't have to say anything negative, right? I'm never going to be rude to a guest because I'm hospitable. I'm a gentleman. I might cuss like a sailor, but for fuck's sake, I'm a gentleman, goddammit. But with guys like you who perform very, very well in the interview, your people are going, their faith is going to be rewarded. It's like, they care about me. They care about me. And then that's going to foster emotions that will bring about loyalty and things of that nature. And then as you continue to do stuff and put stuff into their hands that they're like, say they got 2,000 people on their Facebook and they're like, hey guys, look at, I'm involved in Dmoon and this is the developers. They went on this interview. Listen to them. Look at how much they care about what we're doing and they share it to every person they share it to. Look, I mean, you get what I'm saying? They put it in the hands of the people and then they're that's beautiful. That's what my vision is, to help developers like you execute your vision.
We appreciate that, man. Let's just go on. I just touch on that point again about the community. And as my partner here said, just imagine more than 1,000 people invested in the project. If not for the community, if not for those people that invested, remember, we'll still be at 40,000 market cap. We would not have moved from there. The project would not have, evolved. If it only evolves, because there's money. Otherwise, of course, if we were millionaires, we could build the project ourselves, maybe. Mm-hmm. But as we're not, we actually need help. And to actually achieve what we have in mind, our goal, the vision that we have inside our brains, to achieve that, if we have the help of people, of course, how could we not say that those are the ones that are making it possible, right? So yes, we need to tell that's the reality. They are making it possible, and they are making it possible not only monetarily, but also with their vibe, with the always. If you go to our Telegram, it's like actually people that don't know themselves from anywhere, and I'm talking about our Telegram. I can be any other Telegram space, but I'm talking about ours because it's actual people. I like the vibe there. I've been in a lot of different Telegram. And our vibe so far is always so happy. Everyone is supporting each other. I don't know how to buy this. How can I buy? There's not a lot of. I didn't see any fights in our chat yet. So I think it's incredible to see, honestly.
And you know what? I think that's a good point to hang our hat on. Community, right there. Community. That's the thing we hang our hat on, because community is the currency of the world, man. It's the currency of the world. And when we care about people, then it will all be okay. It will all be okay.
Every little thing is gonna be all right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I appreciate your guys' time, man.
No, it's our pleasure, man. Honestly,
our pleasure, man.
You guys inviting us.
Hey, you know what?
Your vibe is awesome.
Well, I appreciate that, man, and I hope to work with you guys in the future and talk to you again, man, when you get your 1,000x.
We hope so. We see you at 100 million market cap.
You know what? I think you guys can do it. You don't have, in this world, it's not too far off. You know what I mean? All it takes is everyone just to do a little bit. Everyone do a little bit, man. If there's 5,000 views on this, which as you saw is low for me, if each 1,000 people decide putting $5, that's $5,000. That's almost this amount that a whale will throw in, right? And
exactly.
And then it's distributed amongst a bunch of people, and then everybody makes money.
And everybody has control into what we're going to become. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We'll be hearing from the community. So if they say they want something like that, and this is the idea about this project, the community-driven project. So we are the developers. We make it happen. But the decisions are to be taken from the community. If they say they want the website pink, the website goes pink. Mm-hmm. Unless it's unacceptably wrong to do something.
Right. There's some stuff in marketing you just don't do. I understand that you don't put a snuff film on Twitter. No matter how many people say, I want snuff on Twitter. You don't do it. Like, please, just don't. Save us all their trouble. Like, but guys, thank you so much, man. Like, as I always say, people, this has been Crypto God. You got to remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and share to all of your friends, and ring the bell so you can get all the information of these brand new coins and some of these established projects, so you can be properly informed to make your own decisions. Now, the only thing left to do is hodl that.
I just have a little detail in the end.
Yes, sir.
Not a financial advice, but by Dmoon.
There we go, man. You heard him. So, like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, ring the bell, and hodl that. This has been Crypto God and the Princes. We'll see you next time.